If you rely on motivation to accomplish anything in your life, then you're fighting a losing battle. And training is no different. Motivation is an emotion, and emotions can vary on numerous lifestyle factors. Even down to the foods you're eating, they can toy with your emotions. If you only train when you feel like it and you're amped up and ready to go, then you're going to skip a lot of sessions and you're going to make no real substantial gains. I've been training for a long time, so I've had many bouts of feeling motivated and not feeling motivated at all. 90% of the time I don't feel like training, especially when it's first thing in the morning. But regardless of how I feel, I understand that there's work to be done, so I do it anyway. In other words, what I'm describing is discipline. Now, the dictionary definition of discipline is as follows: the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using punishment to correct disobedience. Disregard that last part about the punishment and focus on the practice of obeying the rules. That's exactly what I'm describing. The code of behavior is training regardless of how motivated you are, and the practice of that rule is doing it over and over again. Militaries across the world are very big on discipline, down to the most minute detail of making your bed correctly, having your uniform look immaculate, even tying your shoelaces a certain way. Everything they cover, and there's a big reason for that. To train you so you can execute orders quickly and intelligently under the most difficult conditions. Now, relating this back to training, your difficult conditions is your motivation coming and going like the wind, and your orders is to stay consistent regardless of how motivated you are or you are not. Acting upon your emotions a lot of times can lead to very poor decision making. On the most extreme side of things, acting upon your emotions, it can lead to things like school shootings, unwanted pregnancies, violent crimes, etc. I know those are some extreme examples that I've mentioned, but you understand the point that I'm trying to make. Acting upon your emotions without logical assessment of the situation and the discipline to do the right thing, because that's the harder option, will always lead to poor decision making. I want to interrupt this video to say that I'm now offering a full online coaching service. So if you want to build muscle, get jacked, lose fat, and learn about training directly from me, click the link in this description to find out more. Take, for example, a fighter who's training 3 times a day, 6 days a week for an up-and-coming fight, or the blue-collar worker who's waking up at 4 AM every day to go and work on a building site in the cold and the rain in order to support his family. Now, of course, neither of these two want to do these things, but they understand that it needs to be done to accomplish their goals, and they need to execute discipline in order to accomplish that. Circling this back to training, building the habit of discipline and getting used to doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it, it will never lead you astray. A bit of my own personal experience here. Anytime that I've executed discipline in my own life, I've never once regretted it. Whether that be waking up early and being a bit tired to get some work done in the morning, or not going out with friends and drinking alcohol and staying out late, all of that stupid stuff. There's not one time when I've kicked back to after I've got the work done that's important to me and think, oh damn, I wish I wasn't that disciplined. I wish I went out and had fun. In fact, it's the complete opposite. When I haven't been disciplined and I've done those stupid things, that's the time when I start having regretful thoughts. Higher frequency training splits are very good at developing this habit. Regardless of how optimal they are or are not, they build up the habit of getting you into the gym and training multiple times throughout the week. I'll explain this in more detail in my mindset hack video that I made, but the hardest part most of the time about training is just actually getting to the gym itself. 9 times out of 10, once you're in there, the motivation just kicks in and you always manage to just get the workout done. So to round this all off, use motivation as a spark to get the ball rolling, to get your foot in the door, but then from there, rely on discipline to execute it and get the work done over and over again, regardless of how you feel. If you approach life this way and use this rule to everything in your life, then you'll be amazed at the things that you can accomplish. So with all that being said, try it out for yourself and see you go from there. Until next time, peace.